Well, good morning. (8:01 a.m.) We're on the way back to the house. We just went to grab coffee, which is what we do every fucking morning. What's the coffee bill every month?
2,000.
No.
That's a good guess.
See, that's girl math right there. AKA fucking autism. $10 to $15 a day times 30. $15 a day times 30 is $450, not fucking 2,000. Well, then again, with all the bags of coffee and shit that you buy, the machine, shit, maybe closer to 1,000, but I don't know about 2,000. I was having this conversation yesterday in that there's been weeks where I've made $700 a week, and there's been weeks where I've made $70,000 a week. And now our business is pretty much consistently generating $70,000 to $80,000 a week. We're closing in on $100,000 a week, right? And I'm 21 years old. Sometimes I pinch myself because none of this shit feels real. We built Del Priori Hospitality to be quite the empire in the marketing agency space. And now we're in the process of building But Only Owners AI, which is a software business to find people's personal information and data. I've made $700 a week and I've made $70,000 a week, and I'm still not a dickhead to people. I can't stand people that disregard people that are clearly doing work at a low rate, $15 an hour, $20 an hour, to make ends meet, because maybe they just haven't found their way yet. If you're someone that already made it and now you're looking at people and you're kind of looking down on them, it's like, bro, don't you understand that at one point that was you? Maybe the reason that I'm humble now that I found money is because I was never born into money. Maybe that's you watching this video. If you weren't born into money, and if you were born very middle class like I was, that is a massive, massive advantage, especially if you're a guy. You do not want to be going through life and running through life with everything given to you on a silver platter. That's boring, bro. Once you already make it, once you're already making money and more of it only gets easier. Acquiring wealth gets easier because your investments compound more. The journey's not supposed to be easy. Hence why most people don't ever make it. And the reason I've been able to, you could say, make it at such a young age is because I went on this journey young. I started on this journey at 17. I locked in at a very, very young age. And now I'm living a very beautiful, fruitful life that I want to keep compounding on top of, and I want to keep building on top of. So if you don't know what you want your life to look like, I promise you, you're never going to regret working hard. You'll wake up in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, and you'll say, holy shit, all that work that I put in was actually worth it. Here we are. For today, I have assigned leads, different properties, different businesses that I'm going to have my guys cold calling near businesses that we already work with. And the reason we do that is because it's so easy to build rapport. When I have one of our guys on the phone, when we're able to say, yeah, we actually work with such and such, do you know them? It's easy for them to be like, yeah, I know them. They're right up the street. Exactly. So it's easier to book that appointment than it would be trying to call people an hour away and get an appointment. If you don't know what we do at Del Priori Hospitality, we're a wedding venue marketing agency, and we work with hundreds now of venues all across the country. We started local. We started with venues literally right near me. I would go in person, take appointments, close deals. Then we would go 20 minutes out, and then an hour out, and then an hour and 15 minutes out, and 2 hours out, until we tapped the state. Then we start moving into New York, north. Then we start moving into Philadelphia, south. I had a cold call yesterday. I wish it was recorded, where as soon as I took the phone, the lady was like, who is this? Is this a spam call? And I'm like, no, listen, I'm really sorry. Like, this is just a number that popped up when I looked you up. I wasn't meaning to call you like that, but are you familiar with such and such? And as soon as I said that, she goes, yeah, I actually do know who that is. Boom. Now I'm in the conversation. Long story short, turned into a 20-minute phone call. They wound up loving me. I'm around the same age as their son, all this good stuff. And now we have a meeting today with that prospect who can possibly buy our marketing services for between $2,000 and $1,000 a month. Master the ability to talk to someone and actually get them to like you, even without fucking seeing you, just based on how you talk to someone. This morning, literally as I was about to close this part out, I get a text message Good morning. I referred blank catering to you. They should be calling you next week. If you don't hear from them, let me know. Daryl, it's a catering company that have 2 venues. I met with them last year. They didn't sign up. Now, because they're getting referred from a current client that we actively work with, because our system actually fucking works, we're getting 2 clients off of it. I'm a great salesperson. I couldn't close the deal. I'm sitting here telling you I could not close the deal. But because a current client that we work with has had great results with our company, we get the referral where our name just gets brought up in conversation. Why? Because our system fucking works. Now I'm going to get the deal because I'm getting it as a referral, not as me trying to hard sell it. That's when sales are going to take off, when you build a good service. Hence why this software was supposed to be released 2 weeks ago, but I don't feel comfortable putting my name on it because it's not done yet. You win in business when you would start buying the shit that you're trying to sell other people. Yes, cold calling is important. Yes, you need to learn how to master a stranger, like I said, but if when you get that person to believe in you because you're a good salesperson and then buy your stuff and they have a bad experience after a purchase, they're not going to repeat business with you. They're not going to refer you. They're not going to make you make any more money. If anything, they're going to badmouth you, and you can never outdo bad will and a negative reputation. We're going to go inside, maybe make some electrolytes, maybe introduce the camera to Winnie, and get ready for 9 a.m. Catch you. And for today's meetings, we got the bluesy with the bluey and the G and the P. Yeah, you're nuts. You're nuts. That's Winston, Pomeranian, the 4-pound savage. Another thing I'll do every day, try to fill this up. I'll throw a bunch of good shit in it, like D-ribose for energy, NAD, electrolytes. These are the ones from that dude Santa Cruz Medicinals. He doesn't pay me a fucking dime to talk about this shit, but I'll put it in there. A multivitamin powder, just everything, so that it's in this over the course of the day, so you don't become dehydrated, but simple enough to do. So I'll mix that in, get some creatine in there for the fucking gains, for the pump, taurine, all that kind of shit. So I'll just mix it in here and then just drink that shit all day. So these glasses right here, they actually block out blue light, but the problem is I feel like a gay librarian. You know, and there's nothing wrong with being a gay librarian intrinsically, but it's just not something that I want to be, right? You know, it's not the goal. The morning meeting's about to start. I believe it's 8:58 or 8:59. I'm getting a phone call. Aha, it's a salesperson. Mike, you took 4 discovery calls yesterday?
Yes. Yep.
How many you closed?
None.
Good job, Mike. You're the best tour guide I know.
I think one of them is going to close though.
No, it's all right. Some days you don't close, you know? It's only a problem if it's every day. So everyone's loading in, getting the morning meeting ready to go. And who are we waiting on? We're waiting on Dan, Sharam, Parker, Joey, Pont, bunch of guys. So
2 folks.
We'll loop this back in once we get everyone here. Everyone turn their mic on really quick. We're gonna do live objection handling practice, okay? Where I'm literally just gonna start firing objections that might come outbound or inbound. So I might be throwing one at Mike, might be throwing one at Sal, might be throwing one at Dean, Joey. I don't know who the fuck we're gonna throw the objection at, but we gotta handle them, okay? So I'm gonna start calling on everyone at random. Dan, how'd you get my phone number?
Well, if I can get your number, think about it like this. How many couples can I get you extra throughout the year?
Okay, tonality is important though, right? Be like, listen, Susan, at the end of the day, I didn't mean to catch you off guard. I apologize, but you seem like a busy person that's hard to reach. If I could find your number, or maybe I could find you some couples. Are you familiar with blank? So you could try to make them laugh and get them to drop their guard. Tonality is important. You sound like fucking you just watched your family get shot in the head in front of you. So you want to make sure that like you don't sound like that. You want to sound like you actually wanted to wake up this morning. Let's try again. Dan, how'd you get my number?
Well, listen, Susan, obviously, you know, I got your number, but at the same time, that means I can get you a lot of couples throughout the year. And listen, I really just wanted to show you how our system works and how it can get you those extra tours and booking each and every single month. So if you have some time for me this Thursday, I would love to show you our system and what everybody around you is doing as well.
If it's in the beginning of the call, you're not going into that. So I'm gonna demo it one more time. How'd you get my number? Susan, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to catch you off guard. This is the number that was associated just with your name. I was reaching out in regard to the venue. I don't know if you're familiar with such and such, and I'm right into the pitch. So you're apologizing, and then you're mentioning a local customer to get them to drop their guard. Dean, do me a favor, send me an email.
Yeah, no, I understand. You definitely want me to send you an email. The thing is I actually put together a workup of a couple things I noticed on your website, specifically with the contact us form. Like, even if you guys are getting couples onto the site, you're missing out on actually getting in contact with them by having that contact us form. Look, I don't want to waste your time, and I promise that there will be some value for you on that call. It's not a high pressure sales situation. I just wanted the chance to put some information in front of your eyes, Luke, and really let you be the judge. If that sounds fair enough. You got some time for me, maybe even later today at 2?
It's not bad. Zach, send me an email.
Yeah, look, I can definitely send you an email. The only thing with that is, since we do leverage a lot of AI within our work, it's kind of hard to fit that in a full email. That's why we shoot for the Zoom call, not to obviously waste your time, but to kind of show you exactly what we're doing with other venues, like, you know, the Windows at Frog Bridge, what we're doing with Joe over there, and obviously what we can do for you guys. If you give me time, you know, I promise I won't waste it, and I can obviously show you a little bit more than what you didn't know previously within your venue, if you gave me the shot on Thursday.
No, Zach, that was pretty good. Watch this. I'm getting a cold call right now. Let's see how this guy does. Hello?
This is business listing verification with an urgent message. We are calling you because your business is not verified on Google Voice Search.
Oh, no.
Customers cannot find your business. Hi, this is Christian with Voice Search. Are you currently enrolled and looking to sign up today? Am I speaking to the business owner?
I'm sorry, the business owner of which business?
Del Priori Hospitality.
Yes, that's me. Yep. I'm sorry. I was just told to press 0 to connect. I'm just not totally sure what the call's about, so I just wanted to see what it was all about.
So your business has not been registered on any of the voice search platforms, meaning anyone searching for you specifically or a service that you offer is unable to find your information. Are you familiar with voice search and how it works?
No, I'm personally not super familiar. No.
Okay, that's okay. So voice search is different than your typical keyword search because everything is hands-off. So instead of clients using their hands to type and search for business,
let's see if she handles an objection. Ready? I think I'm okay for now. I think I'm good.
Well, sir, it is important for your business to be displayed on these voice search platforms. You do have consumers searching for you and the services that you do offer.
I just hung up on her. Do you see how non-specific that pitch was? You do have consumers searching for you. Guys, why did she just lose that sales call? She knows nothing about me. Guys, I might buy voice search. Why didn't she ask me or do any homework before the call to say, do you think it's safe to say that wedding venue owners are going online and looking for people to help them with their marketing? You guys sell to venue owners, right? Yeah, we sell to venue owners. Got it. How do you get customers currently? Why is she not putting me on the back foot and letting me sell some of the value, right? I'm going to introduce you to the vlog, bro. Hashir, say what's good. So guys, Hashir is our back end. He's a weapon. So for our marketing agency, Hashir does all the web design. He does all the SEO. He does a bunch of client communication, and he built out a whole department inside the agency. So Hashir is an absolute dog. And we're also working on this project together, which I'm excited to keep you guys posted on. Guys, Hashir is what I would call A+ level talent. And if you're building a business of any sort, especially online, you need killers. He's been a pivotal part of letting our business scale. And guess what? He makes tens of thousands of dollars a month just through our agency. And he deserves every fucking penny of it. He's what's allowing us to grow to the level that we're growing to. In the meantime, my inbound guys are on Zoom calls. But we got all the outbound guys calling. Today we have 6 guys, all part of the full-time team on the phone. And they're all going to be dialing the phone. My goal is 2 to 3 qualified meetings per guy today. So if we could book 12 to 15 appointments, I'll be very happy. That's literally what our process looks like. We got a couple guys on Zoom every day. We got a team of appointment setters. We have the service team, which is headed by my brother. And then we have our general manager here. Rudy.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good.
So Rudy is our general manager and operator. Savage. Getting some things done. What's this? Is that cash?
It's cash, yeah.
How much?
Just 200.
200 bucks? Appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
We'll just make more.
You never pay me back for lunch.
What?
No, this guy's
Go ahead,
trolling,
take
bro.
some. Take some. Yeah, we're good.
Need back from lunch.
Thanks, Rudy. Appreciate it. Be good, though. You're good.
Yeah, please close the door.
After robbing you, yes. I'll give you back 50 of the 200. Is that fair?
Dude, you're the bro. Thank you. You are the
You're
freaking
welcome.
man. Literally always looking out for me, bro. That's a real brother. Thank you, man.
Drop it down.
I'm not.
Yep, I'll do it.
I'll do a squat. Yeah, I'm not dropping down.
Yep.
By the way.
You're giving it back?
Real? Bro, are you serious? I can have my money back?
I'm wealthy not because I have money, but because I have you cooking. Yep. Yep. What do you want, Winnie? Fuck you want, kid? Come lick the camera? Give it a lick. All right, guys, it's 10:59. We got an 11 a.m. call coming up. I'm on the phone with my brother resolving an issue for a client. Hashir and Mike are also on call. We're trying to get a billing issue resolved because Hashir is a G. I have a follow-up call that I also technically have to take with Sal at this time, so I don't know what call I'm going to take. I'm technically going to have to take all three at the same time.
Sounds gay, bro.
It does sound very, very fruity. I have to take all three at the same time? Really? Mike said not enough holes.
Not enough gaps in the calendar.
I said I'd keep you posted the whole day. We're in the process of 2 issues right now. Number 1 is I'm late with my rent payment. Not because I don't have the money, but because the bank is being a scumbag and they're like pausing my payments. So what am I doing? I'm on the way to the bank to go get that resolved. So Caroline is gonna go get us food. But the second issue that I was telling you guys about, this is being recorded on my phone because my SSD card filled up with storage. This is what entrepreneurship typically looks like. It's constant problems and you're constantly just trying to solve a problem. I guess it's a good thing in some ways, and I guess it's a fucking pain in the ass in other ways, but it's currently 11:56 a.m., so it's not even noon yet. And we've already been on 4 different Zoom calls. So this is what a real day looks like. I still bust my ass. So the bank was a success. And now we're on the way back.
That's a face only a mother can love is what you say? That's fucking terrible. Caroline, Caroline, can you come defend me at least somewhat?
Honestly, I bet when you were born, your fucking nose was the first thing to peek out, and that's what they pulled you out from. That's why it's so fucking long.
They pulled me out of my mother by my nose?
It looks like you're always telling a lie.
It looks like I'm always telling a lie.
That's why you're such a good
Maybe he
fucking
is.
salesman. Yep.
Yeah, he has a point, actually. Sorry.
Yep. Pinocchio del Priori.
Italian with the big
It's like you look like a fucking gay. You look like a gay fighter pilot right now.
A gay fighter pilot? Thank you. Dean, if I'm a gay fighter pilot, you're a fucking gay janitor. So fuck you.
Oh,
all right?
yeah.
I don't want to hear it, bro.
Dude, not even a...
So Pinocchio's gonna get back to work because you know I got some lies.
Take the hat off.
I don't think I should.
You're stupid. Dude, you look like a fucking Lego piece.
I look like a Lego piece? What's happening right now? I'm getting fucking obliterated.
I just found a hair on your
I
foot.
can stay on top of them all I want.
Okay.
It's black. It's your hair.
My hair's not black.
Yeah, start bouncing on it.
Oh my gosh,
That's
here we
not
go.
I'm clapping, I'm
Who has black
riding.
hair?
That wasn't even playing.
Every single chick under.
Are you kidding me?
Who has black hair? Tyreek. What? Who said that? Your card number's incorrect. That's aggravating. That's really frustrating.
I'm personally not happy about it. You might need to contact them because we like to get paid. We don't like to not get paid.
We like to get paid, and we like to enslave. What?
But we're the slaves ourselves, if you really
We
think
are the
about
slaves.
it. We actually are the slaves.
We slave for our business.
What does the business give us? Lifestyle?
Nothing.
That's funny.
What
We're in the
lifestyle?
same house
I sit
every
in a
day.
room every day.
Every single day we get.
sit in a chair.
This is lifestyle, Luke. This right here. This is our lifestyle. We get to get Chipotle once a day.
It's gonna break.
Once a day we get a Chipotle box. That's about it.
And we get terrorized by a 4-pound dog.
Who barks literally whenever she feels like it.
So what we typically do inside of our agency at about this time, 1 p.m. or 1:16, is we'll take a lunch break from between the hours of 1 and 2. So I'm gonna try to eat some Chipotle, which is the same thing that I eat every single day. Steak or beef and rice and vegetables, pretty boring. I eat that about 4 times a day. So I'm gonna get into some of that. So Rudy, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Nothing. I'm gonna go eat as well.
You're a good kid. All right, so filling you guys in, time check. It is currently 3:40. I don't know why my laptop is in military time showing 15:40, but if you see that, it is currently 3:40. And I'm on a meeting with my boy Hashir, and we were talking about Only Owners AI. Let's just think.
Think about this. This is getting passed around the service chat. What's that about? How did the service team get a hold of that? How did the service team get a hold of that?
Is that visible to the camera?
That should not have gotten passed around. That was me at a weak moment, at 1 week in my life.
That got passed around like your aunt. Anyway, take that shit upstairs. Like you took her. Like I took her upstairs. I have flat feet, and I walk kind of like this. And now, I'm getting ripped for it. And I'm getting ripped for wearing fucking headphones. Look. You fucking serious, bro? Get the fuck out of here. It'd be the same people that tell you to open up and shit, right? Damn, bro. That's fucked up. Getting a late update for you guys because I had a late work day. My last sales call took me until about 6:15 p.m. It was actually a business owner based out of Los Angeles, California. Cool dude. And I just killed my 3rd Chipotle bowl of the day. My 4th one is waiting for me for after I train. Probably just gonna get some light stuff in the basement. So I'll literally just go downstairs and take you guys with me down there so you can actually get an idea of what my at-home training session looks like. Right now I'm just doing simple steady state cardio, getting the blood flowing before I actually lift. Take you guys with me for a quick full body workout. So I'll see you for the lift. Workout in. First exercise we're hitting is the incline Smith machine bench press. My favorite chest exercise. This is a shitty shirt, but I actually do stay in decent shape because you know, you have to. I have a fucking online business. So I sit in a fucking chair for like 9 hours a day. So I have to walk, I have to lift to stay nice and fit. And I have this beautiful girl that pushes me to do all this shit. You know, she's my main motivation. You know, she thinks she's not, but I'm this. So, ain't that right, Ginston? Yeah, she thinks the camera's a snap. Yeah, for everyone that says we don't run a real business, course seller.
You just said it was a shitty shirt before.
It is a shitty shirt. It's a shitty fitting shirt. Don't be over here saying we don't run a real business. For everyone that's like course seller, drifter, this, they can't live the way I live. They can't work the way I work. They can't do it. So just like this, like this. Anyway, if you want to at least train the way I'm training, 4 sets of incline Smith machine press. This is my last set, but I think this is 225. So I'm gonna hit failure, and then I'm gonna strip these off, this one and this one, leave the 45, and then burn out my last set with the 45. Exercise 2, pull-ups, wide grip, 4 sets to absolute failure is my last set. Lateral raises. So we go here, right? Boom, nice and light. Last set, tricep push downs. You're gonna do 4 sets of these. This is gonna be set number 16. Biceps, we'll put us to 20. Last exercise, cable bicep curls, 4 sets. So again, to rehash the whole workout, you got 4 sets incline Smith machine bench press. You got 4 sets pull-ups. You got 4 sets of laterals. You got 4 sets of tricep push downs. You got 4 sets of bicep curls. If you wanna do a finisher, you do 4 sets of push-ups to failure. 24 sets, smokes your entire upper body. I'm not a fitness influencer. I don't claim to be one, nor do I want to be one. I'm a business owner. If you guys don't understand that reference, maybe you will at some point. But we're business owners. Rudy, what are we? We're only owners.
We're not employees. We're business owners. That's it. We're business owners. We're not potheads. We're not employees. We're business owners.
Exactly.
That's it.
The last set of anything that I do is always to failure. Bro, we're gonna start rolling our workouts together, me and you, literally just keeping them documented. And also, we'll track my progress on the journey and Rudy's progress as well. Because you guys ultimately will hold us accountable. That's 100%. Bro, you don't look bad. You literally don't look bad.
And this is after a meal too. After the hibachi night that I just had, but decent.
You don't look bad.
And this should be getting better.
Oh, so guys, if you want to know how the fuck that happened, that looked way worse about a week ago. We were having a home run derby right about here, where we were throwing a yarn ball at each other, grabbing a lat pull down handle, and smacking it. Yeah, there it is. There's the bat.
But notice, there's no handles on
There's no handles on the lat pull down bar because we were swinging this like a bat. As I swung, right? That piece flew off the end of the lat pull down bar and smashed Rudy in his shit right in the side of his fucking shoulder. And needless to say, I won the Derby by disqualification. Or no, you technically won.
I won because you DQ'd.
You won because I DQ'd.
Yeah.
But
no, it was bad.
that was a very realistic day in the life. You guys saw meetings. You guys saw me trying to resolve an issue at the fucking bank. You saw the morning, right? Driving to go get coffee bright and early. You see the day pretty much wrapping now at about 8:54. Now there's going to be more fun content, obviously dinners and going out and all that good stuff that I'm sure you guys want to see. But that's not the reality of every single day. If you want to enjoy moments like that, you need to have days and nights like this where you're just locked in grinding. You're hitting the audiobooks, you're building. But on that note, I'm gonna close out this video because this one's pretty much a wrap. It's late. I'm gonna shower, get ready for bed, eat my last fucking Chipotle bowl, number 4 in the day, which is absolutely heinous. I probably need to see a doctor. But Rudy, any final remarks?
Praise God, bro.
Praise God. On that note, I will see you guys for the next video. Peace.